If you think border disputes are ancient history, think again. The Galwan Valley, nestled in the rugged terrains of the eastern Ladakh region of India, is a striking example of high-altitude topography. Situated at an elevation of over 14,000 feet, this valley forms part of the Greater Karakoram Range and is flanked by towering peaks and steep ridges, presenting a formidable landscape marked by stark, barren beauty. The valley is named after Ghulam Rasul Galwan, a Ladakhi explorer, and its geographical significance is underscored by the meandering Galwan River that cuts through it. This river, originating from the Aksai Chin region, flows westward into the Shyok River, which is a tributary of the mighty Indus. The confluence of these rivers plays a critical role in the hydrology of the region, contributing to the river systems that nourish the vast plains of the Indian subcontinent. Strategically, the Galwan Valley holds immense importance due to its proximity to the Line of Actual Control, LAC, the de facto border between India and China. This area is one of the few natural passes that provide access to the Aksai Chin Plateau, making it a vital corridor for military and logistical operations. The valley's location enables control over key routes that lead into central Ladakh and further into the Tibetan Plateau, underscoring its tactical significance in any conflict scenario. The harsh climate and inhospitable terrain add to the strategic challenges. Winters in the Galwan Valley are severe, with temperatures plummeting well below freezing, accompanied by heavy snowfall and strong winds. These conditions test the endurance and preparedness of the stationed troops, making it a formidable zone for military operations. The 2020 clash between Indian and Chinese forces highlighted the valley's criticality. The rugged terrain, coupled with the strategic necessity of controlling high ground and river access points, has made the Galwan Valley a focal point in the broader geopolitical tussle between the two Asian giants. Control over this region not only impacts immediate military logistics, but also has broader implications for regional security dynamics in South Asia. In essence, the Galwan Valley is not just a remote and desolate landscape. It is a region imbued with strategic importance, a testament to the rugged beauty of the Himalayas, and a symbol of the enduring geopolitical struggles that shape the Asian continent. On June 15, 2020, the Galwan Valley saw the first violent clash between Indian and Chinese militaries in over 50 years. This deadly encounter marked a turning point. The India-China dispute over the boundary has a resolute timeline: before the Galwan Clash and after the Galwan Clash. The Galwan Valley Clash on June 15, 2020, was the first violent clash between the militaries of the two countries along the Line of Actual Control in over 5 decades, causing the ties between the two Asian giants to hit a nadir. The Indian Army lost 20 soldiers, including a senior colonel, while numerous casualties were reported on the Chinese side, with only 4 confirmed. The troops from both countries clashed using makeshift weapons, as neither side has fired guns since 1967. In the aftermath, the Indian armed forces swiftly took action to strengthen their position along the eastern sector. The PLA's build-up on the Chinese side has been significant, as Galwan has been a trigger point since the 1962 war between India and China. In 2020, troops remained entrenched on their respective sides. The Indian armed forces promptly deployed their entire transport fleet, including C-130s and C-17s, to airlift 68,000 troops, 330 infantry vehicles, and over 90 tanks and artillery guns, challenging China. A lesser-known but critical contribution came from the Indian Navy, whose surveillance, reconnaissance, and combat units helped the Indian forces gain parity with their belligerent neighbor. Acting swiftly after the Galwan Valley Clash, the Indian Navy deployed its frontline warship to the South China Sea, maintaining contact with American counterparts over secure communication lines. Additionally, the Indian Navy positioned its frontline vessels in the Malacca Straits near the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, a critical choke point through which numerous Chinese merchant vessels pass. The Indian Air Force, IAF, also deployed fighter jets to forward bases to prepare for potential conflict escalation. By May 2020, the IAF had stationed Rafale, Su-30 MKIs, Mirage 2000s, and MiG-29s in eastern Ladakh to conduct regular combat air patrols. The IAF equipped its MiG-29 fighters with night-flying capabilities from the Leh Air Base, enabling comprehensive operations along the LAC at short notice. The Indian Navy further augmented its air power by deploying MiG-29K fighter jets to a forward Air Force base, likely Leh, where they practiced missions over land and mountainous terrain. To counter potential Chinese naval intrusions in the Indian Ocean region, IOR, the Indian Navy leased two MQ-9 Sea Guardian high-altitude long-endurance HALE drones from the US in 2020, implementing the seeker-to-shooter concept. These drones have been crucial in India's northeast and Ladakh regions, providing continuous surveillance over enemy territory. Alongside the MQ-9s, the Indian Navy's P-8I maritime patrol aircraft, equipped with the AN/APY-10 radar system, was deployed along the LAC in eastern Ladakh. This aircraft proved instrumental in ground and air surveillance, espionage, and offensive operations, providing clear views of Chinese activities even in adverse weather conditions. The clash on June 15, 2020, began around 7 p.m. when an Indian Army unit, led by Colonel Santosh Babu, confronted Chinese soldiers at a contested site near Patrol Point 14. The Indian soldiers, unarmed per protocol, escalated the situation into a hand-to-hand fight using stones, iron rods, and nail-studded clubs. The violent face-off lasted 7 hours, involving about 500 soldiers from both sides. General M.M. Naravane, the Indian Army chief during the clash, detailed the skirmish in his memoirs, 4 Stars of Destiny. He noted that Chinese President Xi Jinping would not forget June 16, his birthday, soon, as it marked the first fatal casualties for the PLA in over 2 decades. Retired Major General Mandip Singh echoed this sentiment, highlighting that China suffered militarily, economically, and diplomatically. The PLA was forced to permanently deploy 50,000 additional troops along the LAC, a move not seen in 60 years. The clash has spurred the Indian defense establishment into an infrastructure development spree along the LAC. Modernization of the Indian armed forces has been undertaken, with a strategic shift in focus from the Pakistan border towards the border with China. In response, the Indian Navy swiftly deployed its frontline warships to the South China Sea, sending a clear message to Beijing. These ships maintained secure communication with American counterparts, showcasing a strategic partnership. Furthermore, Indian vessels were positioned in the Malacca Straits, a critical maritime choke point, highlighting India's resolve. This event spurred the modernization and infrastructure development along the line of actual control. Today, the Indian defense strategy has shifted focus from Pakistan to China, strengthening its border defenses. The Galwan Clash may be in the past, but its ripples continue to shape the future. Please subscribe and stay tuned for more informative videos.